Hello ladies and gentlemen. Today, I kind of want to discuss with you why I haven't made a video in a while. For those of you who don't know, and I mean like not many of you probably would know, I've only dropped hints. I have been in college for the last few years, and just graduated with several associate's degrees. This is cool. However, the last semester left me with very little time for myself, and so yeah, I guess that's the video right there. Clip it and ship it, right? In all seriousness though, I do want to actually kind of inform you guys of my current struggle, I guess. In terms of life issues, I honestly do not think I have many, so this may be lost to the void of privileged people complaining or whatever, but I have hated school since I first started. I burnt out somewhere in the middle of high school, got into college, failed calculus several times pursuing the only degree that I cared about, computer science, decided to switch to basically the IT degree, and have just been accepted and registered for classes for university, meaning I have been doing school for several years as my occupation, dreading literally every second of it with little to no motivation. And now I still have 2 to 4 years more to go, making this graduation sort of a bittersweet halfway point. And this is all to get a slip of paper that says that you need to pay this person more. Dropping out at this point would be like I've wasted, what, 20 something years of my life on education. So I can't do that. But at the same time, in my mind, I'm constantly weighing life without school versus, I don't know, being a successful money-making individual, I guess, because I don't really have much else waiting for me after school is over. Which I guess kind of brings me to my second topic, my extremely limited interests. Personally, I like robots and the supernatural, and that is basically the summation of my interests. Naturally, there's a few more ifs, ands, and buts, maybe several thousand with me, but because of this, I haven't really met many people I don't even know, just like relate to, I guess. And I know I'm probably making that worse by bringing this up, but better here than after several thousand words of dialogue, right? This is not to say that I do not have friends. I definitely have a couple people that I hang out with and enjoy the presence of, and who I would assume enjoy my company as well, being that I am not exactly a depressing, mopey mess, outside of discussing the contents of this video, I suppose. However, it does mean that I probably will not have much luck forming connections, especially after I get out of college, where everyone's more concerned about surviving everything outside of college. And I myself will be having to focus on making money to afford a house and a car, since those are going to be $2 billion in a couple of years. Sorry, maybe that's too real for some people right now, but they are legitimate concerns on my mind as well. I've thought a lot about what I can do to improve my situation in this regard. I've heard a lot of people have made friends with social acolytes that have sort of taken them under their wing and gotten them more socially accommodated to the world. Many of you probably know Charlie, aka Moist Critical, aka Penguin Zero, who has had that story happen to him. But I am muchly an introvert who enjoys his, I don't know, space. I really don't want to say I'm a hermit, but like, stuff kind of points to that right now. Only half on purpose, I swear. I've heard other people completely fail to socialize, and I guess kind of become social outcasts, which, I mean, that state of being kind of horrifies me. So I guess what I'm trying to say is that I'm currently stuck with the anxiety of how to become real human, so that I am not alone in the world after the continuous hurricane that is college blows over. But also, I don't really want to socialize all that much, because usually people don't like what I like in the way that I like it, sort of. Which, I mean, is potentially just as horrible as it sounds, but, you know. That's why social compromise exists. Am I right, kids? Which brings me to gaming. I like gaming. Gaming is fun about 70% of the time for me. I'm being extremely critical with that number, because that other 30% is when games are sort of a form of pain relief, in which case I'm more so just playing them to forget about something else, which I suppose could be considered fun for most people that do the same thing. My definition of fun in terms of gaming is more, am I actively enjoying myself? Am I engaging with the content of the game? Do I care about characters? Do I care about the combat mechanics in the moment? That sort of thing. Or when I am playing a game for a series and it gets old on me, but I feel like I still have to keep playing it, which might sound ridiculous because I'm not exactly succeeding at YouTube right now, but I've learned consistency is at very least good practice despite my upload schedule. That said, I only really play games that I actually care about playing, which I mean theoretically is a very good idea because I will actually be having fun with the game at some point or another, which allows me to naturally be more energetic and stuff. On top of which, games come out sometimes that I actually like, which supposedly and conveniently should increase my viewer base, along with allowing me to play a game that I actually like, such as Elden Ring. But my series on that game has been a major flop, which has sort of been kind of an enigma for me, considering that Elden Ring content is sort of like in its prime since it's the first year of the game. I guess I started it just a month after the game dropped. I don't know. This isn't a cry to go watch the series. I don't know, my interest in Elden Ring has dropped off hard. Didn't have enough for me to be interested in after the exploration was done and I had beaten pretty much all the bosses once, and then I have to actually look at the content for 2 or 3 times the amount of time that I was actually playing the game because I have to edit it and stuff, and gosh, it all looks the same after a while. So I guess this is my announcement that I probably won't be continuing the Elden Ring series. But the purpose of me saying all this is to more in-depthly inform you of why I put a 70% on that fun time value, because I'm the sort of person who continuously thinks about these sorts of things while playing the game. And so recently I've started to play Monster Hunter Rise, which you've been seeing in the background here. I've been playing this on my own time, for fun, without intention of uploading it. Recording everything has just become a force of habit now. I am still in low rank, not following the story at all because I do not care, but I am having fun with the monsters and the combat. I really actually do enjoy the changes that the Wirebook adds, but I don't know, I'm not 100% on the Wirebook. Let's just say that. I have reached Magnamalo, and he's sort of a wall for me. And I'm not really a person who enjoys overcoming walls, but I know what's waiting on the other side of that wall is more cool monsters I get to fight, and cooler weapons that I get to upgrade into. I have motivation to move past it that is personal and empowering. So I know for certain I will grind Magnamalo into a fine paste sooner or later. And while I was thinking of that, I thought, you know, that's kind of analogous to my own life currently. What with school being a thing and all. A little more of a wall, but mind you, I am a person who mildly considers it cringe to make one's life sound more poetic, but I mean, I'm kind of in a vulnerable spot right now, so that really hit me in a spot I wasn't expecting, and then I remembered I don't have that much actual motivation for college, so that's sort of the value of being able to play a game just to play a game, though I suppose you start to connect with it in ways you don't if you are a large content man and have to make a video on everything. So I'm glad I got to take a break after graduating to do that, because this may or may not be the last time until I graduate university that I might be able to do that. I'm sorry if it sounds like I'm having trouble saying any of this, but it is legitimately difficult for me to talk about, especially in the midst of all this, and while the wall is still ahead of me, without anything I really care about on the other side, at least for now. I might not be the average hope enjoyer, but I am a hope enjoyer. So, I guess to summarize, why I haven't made a video in a while is because college got busy. I've been registering for university and been playing Monster Hunter Rise on my own time. I guess, and work, but let's follow the rule of threes here, huh? Anyways, I'm sorry if this was a depressing video, but I felt I needed to address that whole spiel, whether to specifically actually address me not having made a video in a while, or just to fill you in on my life situation, because I haven't really done much of that ever in my videos, because it's, well, you know, kind of depressing, I guess. So if you are still here, thank you so much for watching. It really does mean a lot. I don't know how regular my uploads will be from now on, but I do have a couple videos planned, and I don't really intend to stop uploading stuff, so we'll see how far that gets me. Hopefully this is the most depressing thing I ever upload. Have a great day-night cycle, guys. Sayonara.